A very good morning to Puan and my fellow friends. So today we are come up with a topic to present to you guys, which is corporate codes in the practice of public relation. Firstly, I would like to start with my group members. Okay, as you guys can see in the slide, these are my group members that going to be presenting today. Firstly, me, myself, Arundhati Anna Perempuan Jeevan, and my matrix number is 09DEV21F1001. Secondly, Tan Vivian, her matrix number is 09DEV21F1009. Followed by Tachaini Anna Perempuan Selakuti, her matrix number is 09DEV21F1009. And followed by Muhammad Amirul Hakimi, his matrix number is 09DEV21F1017. And lastly, Muhammad Fadzil, his matrix number is 09DEV21F1033. So basically, this is the overview for our presentation today. Firstly, introduction, goals of corporate code, and a video will be presented by me. Followed by examples of corporate code will be presented by Tacha. And then ways to enforce the corporate code will be presented by Hakimi. And then followed by importance of the corporate code will be presented by Tan Vivian. And lastly, the conclusion will be presented by Muhammad Fadzil. Okay, let me start with the meaning of corporate code. So, what is corporate code? Corporate code is the unique means of identification allocated or selected by a customer about one or more of the services as further specified in the user guide for such services in the form of password, PIN, or other form of personal identifications, or any combinations of the foregoing. And also, it is a set of values, rules, standards, and principles outlining what employers from the staff within an organization. Let me continue this presentation with goals of corporate code. So, first of all, to give each employee an idea of the company's mission, principles, and also values. Secondly, to set standards of ethical behaviors that define relationship within company's team, with customers, business partners, with public, and also with competitors. Thirdly, to serve as a tool to prevent possible violations and conflict situations, and to develop a corporate culture based on high ethical standards. So, by accepting the code, the company confirms its intention to follow high ethical standards of a business practice. When we view the provision and requirements of the code as one for all and commit ourselves to respecting, implementing, and also considering them in our daily activities and also in an organization or a company's policies. So next, let me present you guys a video about corporate code. So let's watch it together.
So, what is a code of conduct? A code of conduct is simply a set of principles and expectations that guide the behavior of all those who belong to a particular organization. Every organization needs to have a code of conduct for its members. Otherwise, it's merely taking its chances that the good ethics and intentions of the individuals within it will suffice. Unfortunately, as human nature and circumstance demonstrate, we can't just rely solely on the good ethics of individuals to move the organization forward. An organization must act as a corporate body to lay down the rules and provide ethical expectations to everyone, despite the ethics of the individuals within the organization. Herein lies the importance of a code of conduct: unity, standards, and direction. Unity. A code of conduct provides unity as it definitively states that there are certain ethical behaviors that we, That is, everyone within the organization will adopt and abide by, despite the ethical bent of any particular employee or group. Next, standards. A code of conduct takes the guesswork out of the equation, as each employee knows exactly what the ethical standards are, as well as the expectations of his or her coworkers. And finally, direction. In a forward-thinking organization, a code of conduct provides clear direction to people. It tells them where the organization is headed and what will guide it on the journey. A code of conduct is not just a set of rules. It is a document that conveys values and principles. It should not only give you, the employee, specific direction in uncertain situations, but should be a clear, unequivocal moral statement of an organization's values of right and wrong.
Okay, that's all from me, and I would like to pass this presentation to Tacha.
Greetings to Puanlis and my dear fellow friends. Today I would like to present about the example of corporate code. Firstly, visa. Visa is an endorsement on a passport indicating that the holder is allowed to enter, live or stay a specific period of a time in country. Multinational Financial Service Corporation Visa has developed detailed and wide-reaching code of business conduct and ethics with the slogan Integrity every day and everywhere. Visa's code of business conduct and ethics is clear, detailed, and comprehensive. Each section contains a few key rules and explanation of how to apply them, as well as helpful notes, example scenarios, and links to other policies where employees can find more information. Then, one of the code's most unique feature is its extensive resources section at the end. It can contains contact information and step on how to report concerns on every topic from data privacy to HR incident. Employees can easily navigate this section and report quickly if they see something amiss. It is a very grateful situational example and very organized. It is opened with a letter from CEO stating the company's commitment to integrity, the need of continually earn the trust of the clients by acting with the highest ethical standard every day. The code of conduct for Visa is structured by using Visa's 6 leadership principles. Firstly, Visa can lead by example. Visa can communicate by openly. Visa can enable and inspire. Visa excel with partner. Visa also will act diversely, and Visa also can collaborate. Next is Starbucks. The Starbucks standards of business conduct begins by outlining the mission and values that Starbucks aims to uphold as a company. The document then dives into detailed description of organizational expectation with respect to the work environment, business practice, intellectual property, and community involvement. In many instances, the company indicates where or who employees can refer to for assistance or more information. Starbucks Code of Conduct also answers several questions that employees can reference when facing uncertainty. This short Q&A section help readers understand how they should act in certain situations and why that behavior reflects the standard of created by Starbucks. Additionally, Starbucks has included a unique ethical decision-making framework to assist employees when they are faced with ethical dilemmas in the workplace. Starbucks, as we all know, Starbucks is well organized. It is a great situational example, and it also have frequently answered questions. Now let's move to the next code of conduct. The next code of conduct is Microsoft. Microsoft's standard of business conduct have been drafted around one central theme and trust. The company emphasizes that trust is an important aspect of its operations, including with customers, governments, fellow employees, investor, and representative. The Code of Conduct for Microsoft also offers a process to help employees make difficult decisions that reflect Microsoft values and standards. Microsoft provides its employees with a visually appealing and easy to read document that is reflective of the organization's value. The company's highlights the responsibility covered in the Code of Conduct apply to all employees of the company, including managers, activities, executive, and members of the board of direction. As we all know, Microsoft is concise, it is well organized, and Microsoft is visually appealing. Let's we move to the last code of conduct. The last code of conduct is General Motors. American automotive company General Motors, we call it as GM, have produced a comprehensive yet easy to navigate and understand code of conduct known as Winning the Integrity. The General Motors Code of Conduct is comprehensive yet easy to understand. It is clearly worded with simple explanation. The code specifies who it applies to, how it will be upheld, and the expectation set for employees. General Motors use the term we throughout their code of conduct to ensure all the employees, including seniors, managers, and directors, are held to the same standard. The general mode of conduct includes a decision-making model that employees can follow when facing ethical dilemmas. The company has also included several short Q&A sessions to explain how employees should act when they are in certain situations. The documents provides links to several additional policies and resources such as the company's ethics outline. As we all know, General Motors is a concise, it is well organized, and it also visually appealing.
Now I will continue the presentation about ways to enforce the corporate code. So the first is communicate codes through the right channels and explain why they are important. So first of all, we need to know what is corporate code and why is it important, because if there is no reason, then why the staff must follow the corporate codes. So they must be taught by the managers or the senior about the corporate codes. So next is integrate codes into the organization's practices and back it up with enforcement. So after the staff know what is the corporate code for the company, such as the intonation with the customer, the language that need to use, such as English or any other language, and give a smile to the customer. So the managers must make sure to ask the staff to do the corporate code and serve the customer very good. And last but not least is reinforce ethical behavior. So if the staff did the corporate code, so we need to make sure that we always remember that customer is always right. So the staff should know if in a bad situation, the staff should know how to comfort the customer, how to make sure that the customer doesn't get mad, and how to handle the situation really good. So that's all from me, and now I will pass the presentation to Tan Vivian. Thank you.
Kimi, I am Vivian, and now I will continue with why create corporate codes. The corporate codes is the basic codes used to identify each export enterprise in the Export Tax Refund Administration. Corporate codes have been widely used in all areas of society, and corporate codes are gradually becoming the basic identifier number of various organizations. It has become one of the indispensable basic elements for the authenticity of a legal person's identity in the construction of social creditworthiness system. By certifying the corporate codes, we can quickly identify whether the business is legally eligible, and further tracking of its credits, tax, and transaction records can tell if it is an honest entity. Every business, when you sign a contract and about to pay, you can learn more about the credit information of the other party. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and greeting to everyone. My name is Mohammad Fajr Ibrahim and now I am going to present about the conclusion. In conclusion, the struggle against unethical and corrupt behavior has emerged as one of the major issues of our day. From both public and private actors, society demands honesty, decency, responsibility, professionalism, and efficiency. As a result, in order to better serve the interests of both the public and the corporation, corporate codes of conduct must more accurately represent the current dimension of corporate responsibility in terms of economic, social, and legal consideration. The effectiveness of codes has frequently been questioned. Both academics and professionals have argued in favor of and against the introduction of codified codes of behavior. This demonstrates how difficult it is to establish an ethical society. Codes of conduct, on the other hand, may become a long-term investment that could help prevent corruption and have positive effects on the economy and the society if they are created in accordance with universal international standards and made required for all business worldwide. That's all from our team. Thank you.